All right, responding to some follow-up. One is from Caroline, who suggested that I needed a rebranding for Podlair. And I like Caroline. I know she means well, but I respectfully disagree. And that is because, well, I really don't see why I'd want to rebrand. I'm trying to think what could, Caroline, if you're listening to this, what it is that you're imagining the rebranding would be for. So let me restate the premise of me now, my elevated Fumasta role that I'm now going to be taking the mantle of. I don't need anyone to help me solve this riddle. I can do that under my own powers if I exert myself fully, go full Kensei on that, full tilt, all in, give my all for the rest of my life. I know I can do something, well, greater than I already have, but something that will definitely give them, the future humans, what they need to work with to realize the Mojo phenomenon and take it from there and see what they can make of it. I'm mentioning that because the premise, I believe that what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing it better and better. I believe the words, the lexicon I've chosen in order to try to describe them is very strong. If people want to give me ideas that I could do words better, I'll consider that once they graduate out of first degree, which starts with A grade. So that conversation, no one's really ready to have the conversation with me. But I would be open to that, but that's not rebranding, that's just improving vocabulary, improving lexicon vocabulary. Podlair, the name, why? Because there's drama associated with it. The amount of upheaval and awesomeness that Podlair is going to bring to the future humans, that's just part and parcel. There has been no drama that has gone on in anything that I mentioned in the playlist that I feel is significant compared to the proportionality. Yeah, there's no proportionality unless, Caroline, you're still clinging to this notion that I need modern humans. And that means all typologists. So I don't know if you think I need at some point convince them. No, not at all. And I don't need to convince any modern humans. I have put enough public record that some people from the future are going to note this, check it out, and it is what it is. It's only a matter of time. So yeah, then because of the fallout, I either have the answers right or I don't. I believe I do, and I'm either doing what I need to do to get better at them, and I believe I have been, including, see y'all, that's going to help me get it, so the future humans are going to look on me of like, he was the best, and then he made hard choices to continue being the best. Yeah, and what, I had to stand down my whole ex-tribe because I'm like, nope, I think you're not doing it like it needs to be done, so I'm going to go do it by myself. Okay, maybe we have different heroes that we aspire to be. I think that sounds boss. Again, unless you're still putting on like I have to convince anyone, I have to make any community, I have to make anyone now get it. No, I don't. You all have video. Game over. You have video, an internet, and hard drives. And by you, I mean all you modern humans. So, my thing is going to be recorded. It's going to stay here pretty much forever, and then people are going to see it, and they're going to see all the stuff you were saying and all the stuff I'm saying, and they'll make their own assessments on that. And I feel quite good about that exchange. That sounds like the fairest court I've ever been in. The aliens, maybe rebranding them. Why? Because they're colorful. It's helpful for learning for children. And okay, childlike is a nice way to actually say the ability levels of modern humans en masse. So it's quite helpful, but it's just good in general for Phenomena. But then also the math of what you're looking for and the physiological cues, it's there. So yeah, the alien faces, the bright colors, the terminology, I see no reason changing of that. Podlair name itself, because there's been drama, tragedy, infighting, jealousy, persons going off on their own. I think that sounds cool. Okay, so the only question is, am I the kind of hero that I want to be in this story that we're seeing now? Yeah, I feel like quite the boss. I feel very Fumasta. And then the future humans. They're the ones going to be reading our stories and deciding what we were or weren't. but I think I have an inside track on these scripts they'll be working from. You know what I mean? Like anyone nowadays who's thinking that future humans are going to be doing, the same or less theories and principles of biological evolution, your idea of what future humans will be doing is probably pretty diluted. So that goes across the board. Mojo phenomenon is one of them. Any of you who can read well enough to see that it's there and it's everywhere to some degree, and you can actually see incredible predictive powers of what kinds of qualia is going to show up different places, careers, relationships, families. Okay, yeah, the future humans will all know this. Maybe they won't all specialize in Mojo, but that'll just be a thing. Kind of like programmers, or there's, priests or whatever, but that will definitely be a thing, and they'll be doing it. So my legacy, I feel very, very strong on. And me, two ways. My ability to go forward, I feel way more formidable now. I feel, because this is a battle. You're all battling with me with your legacies of what you think the future is going to look like. Any of you commented on Pod Lair, our legacies are now tied together. And the future humans are going to look at, they had this disagreement. Yes, we did. I'm just going to be with all of you at least some fine points, if not more. But so we'll see. And I feel very strong doing that. And then self-conceptualizing, I like this hero. I've never been someone who travels with a pack. It's uncomfortable. I'm like Sherlock. I'll actually pack up for times if a mission requires that. But in general, the fewer people on the team, better for me. I don't need that many people to solve cases. This is what I want to hurt. To solve all of crime at a higher level for all of humanity, Sherlock has to somehow make templates that can go across, different nations and whatnot, different agencies, so that they're all using these best practices. Yeah, I don't think necessarily the same dude's going to do both those things. The one who's going to, or dudess, whatever it is, but the person who's actually going to be able to crack the cases at that level and then explain to other people in ways they can get in all the variety and the hand-holding necessary to get them to note those things. Really, it's just, can that person work at that level? And can they produce feats of case solving that when people realize, they're like, damn! They're like, how did that person do it? And then you go from there. I don't want to grab people's attention. I don't want to keep their attention. I don't want to keep their attention happy. Yeah, doesn't interest me. I just see it as controversial in the beginning, provocative. People actually talk about it and say bad things. I don't know what the reasoning is, unless somewhere we've tried to slip in that I need something from modern humans more than I already have. I have the tools I need to case solve the rest of my life.